Okay, so I just got my backdrops in here. You can see I've got 4 rolls, and I'm going to show you here. So basically, just like with my other layout, you get 2 pictures in each roll. Each picture is 5 feet long, making a total of 10 feet. And then they all go together to make 40 feet, which is really nice. Yeah, I've got a long way to go with the actual backdrop itself. Got a lot of grass at the bottom, which is okay. Not a huge deal. And then some industries in the back there. But you can see here, so, Pack B, and that's named Into the Town. So when you go onto, what's it called? eBay. There we go. eBay. When you go on eBay and you're looking up backdrops, I always buy from somebody in the UK. Username is Amanda Jane. And basically, when you put Amanda Jane into the search bar, and then let's say you go Series 106, Pack A, Pack B, Pack C, it shows you all your options. And then you just add them all to your cart. And I think shipping was a total of, I want to say $35. Because she does it, I think it's $15 for the first tube, and then $5 a tube after that. So that's 20, 30. Yeah, so it was about $30 or $35 either way. But yeah, let's crack one of these open here. We'll start with A, and then we'll take a look and see how that one's going to go up and what I have to do to modify it so that it works for the layout. Okay, so it's sealed. Now, I wasn't really impressed with the way that it came in the mail. It's almost as if all 4 of these tubes were wrapped in just paper together. Normally, I get them in a plastic bag, which seems to be a lot better. But yeah, the bag was, or the paper that it came on was all ripped and whatnot. And, yeah, it was a mess. So it's pretty nice. So it's, like I said, it's 2 sheets, 5 feet long each, and I believe it's a total of 15 inches tall. So it's very nice. There's a shrubbery there, and yeah, I have to keep on rolling this. I got to figure out which one is 1 and which one is 2 for these here, because one of them is obviously the first one and one is the second one. Let's see. Okay. All right. Yeah, it makes it a little bit difficult because they are rolled up as much as they are. There we go. Okay, that's one. Let me see if I can lay this out, and I'll be right back. So the best way to figure out which one is which is just by picking an end and trying to join them at the middle. You can obviously see that these are backwards because that does not line up at all, except for maybe the grass line, but the rest of the picture does not line up. So let me switch these around and we'll figure out where the actual center, or the which end goes where. Okay, so this is much better. Except for the little white line there, that's going to have to go. There's also a white line that borders both the top and the bottom as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top part off so that it goes right to the actual picture, and then that's going to go to the very top here. And basically I'm going to start with, obviously this is my first one, so it's going to start right there, and it's going to go right along here, and I'm going to glue it to it. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so as you can see here, I've already glued this piece in. That's obvious. Now, when I did this, because I wanted to try it out first to make sure that this is going to work, I have a bunch of these little clip things. Also, if you have like clothespins also work too. Anything with a little tight pinch to it. Basically, I held up the poster, because it's basically a poster. I held up the poster right around the corner here, all the way around with the little pin things. And basically, I got it in place. Now, I didn't need it right to the end. It's a little bit further this way than what it really needs to be, but not a big deal, because you only see from about here this way. Again, not a huge deal, but it is what it is. And basically, so yeah, I use this here. I had this left over from before. This is the Gorilla Spray. Now, it does work. Obviously, you can see that it works, and it doesn't take long to cure. So when you do it, you spray the area, and I'll show you here. I'm not going to do this area yet, but basically, yeah, just like that. It'll set right there, and what'll happen is that you give it a good 20 to 30 seconds or so, and then you put your pitcher up against it, and it holds it. Now it says for maximum hold to spray both surfaces, so you'd spray the back of that. I would not do that at all. And actually, I had to be very careful, because what happens is, and you can see this here, the way that it comes out of the top here, sometimes it drips. It's not a clear spray. And what'll happen is that if that hits this at all, you're going to see little dots all throughout. And that was a bit of an issue that I had with my last one. That and the fact that I was trying to glue it to foam, and this eats away at foam. So even though I was told it was foam safe, thanks Home Depot, even though I was told it was foam safe, it basically ate away at the foam. But it's going up against this, the same stuff that you use for fascia, right? The polyboard or whatever it's called. Masonite. There we go. That's the word. Masonite. So yeah, I spray, and then I put it up against. Now the trick is, once it's all tacked, like with these things, once you clip it all the way around, I'll take off like, 2 here, and I'll fold it down. Not tight, but I'll just kind of pull it back. And I hold it down with a piece of cardboard or something to kind of block it. And then I spray that area. And then I will use my trusty whatchamacallit, because I can't remember the names of any of this stuff here. And I do one of these, and that flattens it out. And I do it right along. And this is something that people would use with either drywall, or if you're putting on wallpaper, just to kind of get it flat and get those bubbles out, basically. And it doesn't scratch or ruin the picture. So you flatten it out, and then that's set, right? Move along, you take off a couple more clips. I pulled it out a little bit this way, and then I was able to get into it and then spray here, and then I put it up and wiped, and then I did this last area. So I can basically do each poster in about 3 sections, which works for me. And it doesn't look bad at all. At least I don't think it looks bad. And I'm really excited, because now I can move on to my next section here. Now the problem with this is that I've got an angle piece there. So I kind of have to figure out how to put the poster up to it. I might have to cut maybe a little thing out of it, you know what I mean? Like a little loop, just to make it over that without it ruining it too much. I hope it'll be okay, but we'll try a couple of things out, and we'll see what works. One of the biggest challenges that I know I'm going to have hanging my backdrop are these darn angle pieces. Now, I could take them off, lay the backdrop flat, and then put the black angle piece right over top of the picture. But then it takes away from the scene. If I was trying to take a picture or anything, you'd just see this black bar coming down right in the middle of the picture, and it's not very realistic. And in certain areas like this here, where the train station goes, you've got 2 bars there, and I won't be able to put trees or anything to even cover those up. So I guess I'm going to have to go over top of them. Still not a bad idea. They are in place where they need to be, and I have access. So how do I make it fit? Well, I did take a piece of paper. You can see this is just a normal piece of printer paper. And you can see that there's a triangle cut out of the top there. Now that exactly measures 2 inches down from the top. So it's 2 inches down. And then from the 2-inch mark down, I went 2.5 inches up on both sides. All right, so 2.5. So that makes that 2.5 inches. So it's exactly 2.5 inches in a triangular shape, I guess. And what it basically does, I'm going to see if we can show you this here. Basically, when I post it, it's going to go just like that. And it should bypass it altogether. And most of it will lay flat, but you know, the glue will hold it in place. It's not a huge deal. And because you'd have to literally go like this to see that little triangle at the top there, opposed to what you'll really be looking at, which is down here, I don't think it'll get in the way at all. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. And as you can see, I've got a number of these sticking out, and I'm going to have the same issue right above because I have to put another level. I won't have the issue up top though, which is great. And then I'll be able to put it solid right to the roof there. But yeah, basically for these 2 levels, I'm going to have to cut out little triangles. So it's just a matter now of putting the picture up against it, finding the center, and then cutting out the little triangles. Okay, so taking another look here. So there's the first one there. You can't really see where it ends, which is great. It means I did a decent job of blending them together, I guess. But it's somewhere in here. Somewhere in here, I think. 5 feet, and then we go another 5 feet, and we get to there. It was tough because I had to cut out 2 of those little triangle things, but you know what? It actually turned out a heck of a lot better than what I was like picturing in my mind. So I'm very happy that I was able to just do a little triangle and it basically leaves that open. It's like not super flat here against the backdrop, but I mean, like, can you even tell? Like if I didn't tell you, you wouldn't know, right? I mean, I don't know, but I'm trying. I'm really trying here. Backdrop. It's, it's one of those things. I feel like it's a make or break for the layout because, I mean, it brings the whole scene together really. And, I just, there's no way I would have been able to paint this on here. For me personally, just wasn't going to happen. Luckily this doesn't suck. So pretty happy with it. And I'm excited to do even more now because, I mean, technically I could keep going. I could keep going for days. I've got my entire bottom backdrop here. It's all ready to go. But, I mean, this was really my vocal area for now because as soon as the helix, like I can go upwards with my helix now, which is great. Well, sort of. I mean, I still have to do all the scenery in here and I have to just pull it together even more, right? So, super excited. And, I was also working on the bridge a little bit there. At the back, there's going to be a bridge that goes over that. And, yeah, so I have to pull all that together as well. And I also added this road here. I mean, it has nothing to do with the backdrop, but, yeah. So that's basically, I'll put the station back. Now that I'm done this area, I'll put the train station back and we'll have another look. All right, so the station is back in place there. It's a overcast kind of day here in Englehart. And yeah, we look down the stretch there, look down the tracks, and off in the distance we've got a tunnel, and I'm excited. I just got to do a bit more in this area to, give it a bit more life. And I'm going to continue on down that way. All right, guys, there you go. So that's basically, I did all this. It's taken maybe, I don't know how long it's taken. I'm going to say an hour, but I could be wrong. Yeah, if this is something that you're interested in and you want to pick up some backdrops and you're not sure where to go, just send me a message or an email, and I can definitely send you the link so you can get some awesome backdrops as well. A whole bunch of different ones to choose from. And like I said, they come in different lengths as well. The one that I have here, that is exactly 10 feet from end to end, but I've got 4 of those. So I'm going to do a total of 40 feet, and they come in 10-foot sections. So if you want to know, just let me know, and I'll send you the information. Other than that, guys, next Thursday, so this is going to be October 20-something. I forget the date. Next Thursday. I'm just going to say next Thursday at, whatchamacallit? I think it's the 28th. It might be the 27th or 20th. I can't remember. We're doing the Halloween show, and really excited. I've got lots of stuff to show you guys, and it's going to be a good time. Mark will be here, M&M Rails, and yeah, we'll have a good time. I've already got my costume. I'm excited to see what he's going to be doing, so make sure you join us. We're going to be doing some giveaways as well, so make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit that bell icon so that you know when we're going live, or when I post a video and whatnot of, layout update or tutorial or review. Thank you to all of the new subscribers, and thank you to all the continuing subscribers that have been following right from the get-go. But until the next video or the next live, I'm Go Veer, Go Home. But I have a train to catch, so I'll see you around.